Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. Oh goodness, I'll tell you what's happened. The journal that I showed you last time that I said I would be kind of completing with you, which was the Wildwood journal, unfortunately that got sold. My neighbour actually saw it. I was working on it and I just kind of said, oh, you know, this is what I'm working on, and she wanted to buy it. So I spent 2 days kind of getting that all ready, and then a bit on the third day. Unfortunately, I gave myself some sort of trapped nerve in my neck, which was really stupid of me. Oh, that's my dogs coming in. Say hello. Opening up the door. Yeah, so I've been out of action. Very silly of me to do that, but yeah, that's what I did. So at the moment, I'm just kind of flicking through some things that I downloaded for this project. This is the flip out. I'll show you that in just a second. So I'm sorry that I'm not going to be going through that with you, but it was literally a kind of rush job for someone's birthday. So yeah, it was a bit crazy. So I do apologise, and I'm my own worst enemy. You know, I will just work as hard as I can to get something finished, and it's not always the most sensible things to do. So yep. So I've got all these bits and bobs from that kit. I'll show you where we got up to. If I can grab it. There we go. So as you can probably see, I've just literally come upstairs after 3 days of being out of here. Not 3 days of being out of here. 2 days up here and then a day out. Day and a, what is it? I think I've been missing for 4 days. So yeah, about a day and a half, 2 days missing on the missing list. And I just thought I'd come up and say hi, because I have missed you. I've missed coming up and chatting to you and doing lots of fun crafts. So yeah, today I'm just going to go through, and I'm probably going to do all the pages that are facing me first. So kind of that one, and this one, because we've already finished this one, and this was our cover. And I've cut out all of the ephemera, so I have that all ready to go, and I've got my flowers. And I want to make this nice and simple, so not overcomplicate it with loads of different pockets and things like that. Just some nice tuck spots, maybe the odd clever pocket, but just, you know, make it kind of like a folder for writing and a folder for keeping info, important info, receipts and things like that. So I'm just going to fold this envelope. So I hope you are all very well. Lots has been happening. I've been well, I had a day of rest, and that kind of helped, and then I decided that I would I usually have my little dog on my bed with me when I go to sleep, which I never thought I would do, but I just do it because she's just too delicious. But she actually stayed in my mum's room so that I could get a lot of sleep. She's moaning at me now. Can you hear her? Come here then and say hello to everybody again. Oh, there we go. I'm going to say hello. Right, you go on there. Then you can say hello to everybody. There she is. You're going to sit on my project. Oh my goodness. Let's move you over so everyone can see your face. Sit. There's Jessie. That's better. Now everyone can see you. There we go. Oh, you little fussmonger. Look at that little face. Okay, come to mama. Good girl. So, down you go. Good girl. Go see mum. Oh dear, mama and mum, that's our names. So yeah, so she stayed in with my mum, so that I could kind of have, you know, be able to roll over and not worry about, you know, landing on her, because I'm always very aware that she's there. And then I kind of had my tens machine from my neighbour, and kind of covered myself in tiger balm, and everything you could do I threw at it. So it is better now. I've got to be a bit careful today not to do too much, because I will probably trap it again if it was a nerve or something like that. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And then when I felt a little bit better yesterday, because we had my mum's birthday in the meantime as well, so that was quite busy. And then yeah, I've just been helping sort out some things in our house, because although we've been here 4 years, we renovated, and it's still a little bit of you know, a work in progress, because no matter how hard you work, there's always something. I think I'm going to put this here, or maybe up this one. I might change my mind and actually do it as we go. I think that one does look quite does get a bit lost. This one doesn't. I think we will put this here. So yeah, so we've been kind of resorting out the kitchen, and kind of we got a little unit to go out there, so and that meant that we could store more things and sort things out. So we've been doing that as well. I've been kind of directing, going, oh, why don't you put that there? My mum's been doing, because as I say, I've been very stiff and very sore, and I didn't want to come up and craft because obviously you've got your head down all the whole time, and I think that's where I did myself a mischief. Yeah, so that's what's been happening. I've been kind of laid up. At least it isn't coronavirus. That's always a plus, isn't it? So yeah, it's been a bit of one of those weeks. So I'm just looking and seeing how, because obviously every time we turn a page, we've got this beautiful decorated piece here, which is quite nice. So I'm just looking and seeing what I've got here. This is a little tag that I made the other day, but I'm actually thinking that that wouldn't be completely out of place in there, because it's just got some purple flowers and a butterfly, so I might pop that one in there. We need a closure for it, so I'll sort that out. Yes, I hope you've all been well. I have some new flowers which came from AliExpress. I bought sort of 6 packets, I think it was. So I've got lots of sort of butterflies and flowers and things here, so that's quite nice. Lots to play with today. And I've kind of kept them in colour order so that I can pull out whatever I fancied. That looks quite pretty, doesn't it? So here's some roses and things, which would go really well with it, I think. So I might pull some of those. There's a nice pink one there as well, which I quite like. I think I prefer the pink. That's very pretty. Maybe we'll grab a little create sign to put over there. Just playing around with some ephemera now. What are you doing? You're going to get caught under my chair, silly bean. That's the problem when you've got an 8-pound dog. They get in everywhere. So let's see, what else have I got in my boxes? Let's see. I was very proud of myself the other day. I was using lots of different ephemera from my Tim Holtz collection. So I was quite proud of not hoarding it and just, you know, getting it out there and getting rid of it. Let's see. I do quite like that one and that one. That would look quite nice. I think I'll put that one on. I'm going to use the 3-in-1 for this because these are plastic. So I tend to think that the 3-in-1 being solvent is a little bit better. Oh dear. That's Jessie. Oh no, that's Daisy making her bed. Oh goodness. Goodness me. Crazy dogs. Just put that in there. Yeah, I like the 3-in-1 for any sort of plastic. Daisy, thank you. Goodness me. Oh yeah. Welcome to my crazy world. Yeah, so these are very pretty. There's some autumnal ones as well that I have, which are really nice. And then I've also got these like specimen pieces, which I'm really loving, to put like a sticker behind and have them as like a flip up. And some of them say, you know, just different names on there, giving it a bit, you know, some are French names, some are German. So some interest in those. I like those a lot. Jess, I can't pick you up at the minute. Go downstairs, go on. So yeah, let's grab some more of the Tim Holtz as well and see if there's anything. I quite like this lady. I'm thinking she might go really well with that. Jessie, it's no good you moaning at me. You need to go downstairs. Crazy dog a dog. And I have got some, that's not going to go. I've got some flowers and some bugs and things. Just, I know I've got a little photo as well, which I quite like the idea of. So yeah, it's been, I don't know what you've been up to, guys. I hope you've been staying COVID free and that you're all fit and well and healthy and everybody's good in your family, because that's the most important thing, isn't it? Weird times we're having, really strange. I'm not quite sure how we're all getting through it. Do you feel like that? I'm like, you know, this is the weirdest time to be alive. It really is. kind of this, you know, this COVID going on all the time. It's just crazy. So I'm just looking at this little flower I have here. I think I might save those two, that combo, for another one. We'll just pop this back in. So yeah, I really like that. I need something for up here. I don't really want another quote though, because we've already had a few of those on the front. So I'm wondering whether, no, too big. A small piece of ephemera with something else over the top maybe. This is I just think that's a bit too much. Right, let's see. Maybe just a label. Something like that. Let's see what we've got over here. I have got some with roses on. I'm wondering if that might work. So I've got, I think that one might be better. Bit lost, but you know, it's that kind of paper, I think, that a lot of things are going to feel a bit lost in there. Let's see. Got something else with a dark border. I mean, we could always make the border, I like that one. Could always make the border a bit darker. Let's grab, what have we got? I think I will do vintage photo for this one. I'm just going to get rid of my dog, guys, because she's being a little bit of a pain. That's better. She's a sweetheart, but she is quite demanding if I don't pick her up. I've spoilt her rotten. That's my problem. And now she's like, well, why won't you pick me up? I don't care what you're doing. I need love. I need cuddles now, immediately. So there we go. I've lost my other blender. I don't know what I've done with it. It's a brown one, but never mind. We'll go with this. So I'm just going to put this piece of ephemera on, and we'll decorate a couple of pages today, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll be back to my full healthy self, and I can get on and do a little bit more. But today I'm a bit, feel a bit rough. I think it's just the after effects of everything. But yes, we will get there. I'm not going to whinge. There's a lot of people worse off than me. So I'm just looking to see if I've got a little snippet or something like that, like a little butterfly. Something tiny that could go just there. That's perfect. I like that. I don't want to over decorate this because it is a really busy paper pack, busy journal pack. I'm not complaining. I love it. Okay, I think that's all I want to do for that page. I'm going to put, I think on this back one actually, now I think about it, I'm going to do like a notepad. So I think I'm going to have to try and tea stain some more paper, because I haven't a huge amount left from doing the project that I mentioned, the journal, which had to be done quite quickly. But I'm wondering if this small piece would at least give me 4 pieces, which I think it would if I grab my scissors. So I'm wondering if we have like a flip up at the back here. I quite like the idea of doing a mixture of paper, so maybe some lined in amongst all this this tea dye might work quite well. So I've got 4 sheets there, and then I'm wondering whether we have, let's see, I've got a few little things actually. I'm wondering whether it'd be nice to have these as little pieces of paper as well, kind of at the back there. So I'd have to cut them down. But I think that's okay having different sizes, because isn't that sort of the idea of kind of a shabby chic journal? I was actually watching a video the other day, and a lady was saying, you know, I don't think she was fed up as such, but she wanted to clarify what she felt a junk journal was, what she felt an art journal was, what she felt a normal journal was. But she was saying, you know, when you cut out pictures from a you know, a magazine or a book that you like, she was saying that's not junk. that's actually stock, you know, that you can use. Junk would be something like that you would throw away. So when people are saying they're making junk journals, in her opinion, they're not. And she was kind of defining what they were. And she did say at the start of the video, I think this is going to upset a few people. But I mean, I appreciated her video wholeheartedly, but I didn't actually agree with it, because I don't think it matters what you're saying you're making. If you consider it a junk journal, then it's a junk journal. I don't think we need to define it any more than that. I really don't. I think, you know, if you want to make a journal and it starts out a junk journal and then you put artwork in it and then you journal in it, I don't really see how it matters at all what it is. I really don't. Yeah, I think I will trim that actually, just a touch. So I didn't really agree with what she was saying. I understood why she, you know, why she wanted to define it. She was saying that she'd made junk journals for years and that newer people coming on had got it wrong. And you know, I understand that. Not in a judgmental way, but she was saying, you know, I don't think that's the correct terms that people are using. But honestly, I really don't think it matters. I mean, you know, I saw a lady called Pockets Ephemera, and then I was watching JD the other day, Junie Desiree, and she was saying she was having a live, and I said, oh, I think you should put your ephemera, and she goes, oh no, these aren't ephemera, they're pockets. So for her, you know, ephemera is what you put in the pockets, whereas this other video I watched, this lady was saying that a pocket is ephemera. So who knows? I really don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at all. That's a bit wobbly, but I don't mind. I think at the end of the day, if you enjoy what you're doing, that's all that matters. You know, who cares what it's called? No, I don't. So yeah, I really don't agree with it. I think if you want to call it a junk journal because it's got junk in it, I mean, some books can be junk, because if they're books where someone's not going to read them, you know, like for instance, let's see, like an out-of-date 1980s nursing book. Nursing has moved on in 40 years. You're not going to, that is junk. No one's going to want to buy it. No one's going to want to read it. So if you use parts of that in your journal, then as far as I'm concerned, that's junk journaling, because no one's going to want it. It's just my opinion, but I really don't think it matters what we call it. Honestly, I don't. I just don't see the point of defining it, if I'm honest. So I'm thinking that maybe I might create like a sellotape there and then just put a band across, and then it'd be like a flip up. So I'm going to have to search for my stapler because I don't know where it is. If you saw my desk right now, you know, after making a journal. Oh, hang on. Goodness me, do I actually have it? I'm going to add a few more pages to this as well. So I'm just going to sort that out and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I've grabbed some more paper that's just kind of hanging around my desk and in my stash. So I'm just making up a little, I don't really mind what paper it is. I don't think it really matters. So I'm just going to snip a few pieces out and not worry too much about whether they're wobbly, because this is a rough little notepad. That's the whole point of it. So yeah, scrap notepad, if you will. Okay, so I've got that one over there. What else have we got? So I've got some plain, and we've got roses, and then I've got these two. I'm just going to trim that off so that that's just this bottom bit, because I don't want it looking too untidy. Okay, so there's those. So I have maybe a lined piece of that, and maybe a lined piece of that, and then I'm just going to do a couple more so that it's a nice chunky little notepad to play with at the back. Yeah, let's make that a little bit. Just going to trim that off now. So yeah, it was quite an interesting video when she was saying that, and I was like, I don't know, I really don't care what it's called. I think if you're creating something pretty, if it's for you or somebody you know, or even if it's for a customer, that customer, if it's in a shop or your Etsy shop, I think the customer's going to see something in it that they like, and I don't think it matters if it's a junk journal or a journal with a kit, or I really don't think it matters. I think as long as it's for you, the best you can do and it's pretty and you think someone else will like it, who cares? So let's see, that's quite nice. I've got a nice selection of papers. I'm not worried that they're white on the back. There's a lot of white in this kit, so just do this lacy one. And I think that's all we'll do. So I'm literally just cutting round. I'm not worried about, you know, how straight it looks or, you know, how perfect it is. I do like scrap notepads, you know, with just scraps of paper. I think they're great. Let's move you out of the way because you're spilling over all the time. Okie dokie. Yes. So, and then I think I'm probably going to just leave this as it is on there. See if we can, I'll just do this at the top. I even like the fact that, you know, it's sticking out of the bottom. So if I line up those ones and then see if this little stapler, this is not the best stapler in the world. And I have green staples in it for some reason. There we go. Okay, and then I will just put a band across there, probably with some of the corresponding paper, if I can find it amongst all this toot on my desk. Here we go. Yeah, that would be all right actually, because I just want to hold it in place. So yeah, that would be fine. So I'm just going to, what I think I'll do is I'll fold this over and kind of glue it on there like so, not too far down, and then glue it in here. I might trim it a little bit though. Don't think I want it being that wide. Oh, that was really, really wonky. Okay, let's try that again. It's getting smaller by the minute. Okay, let's just use some of this glue, I think. I don't mind if it's a bit scrappy. Sun's coming out. Whee! I hope that's not too bright on you. I can see it kind of going across the book. We're nearly there with this video though, so I won't, if it's, let me see, if it starts to be a pain, I will close the blind. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Not too worried that it's wonky. And I think, let's see if I've got a little label. Where's my word labels? Where are you? Over here. So let's see if we can find something to put on there. Filled to overflowing. I kind of like that. Pop that on there. Like so. Oops. Oh dear. I moved it. And then we'll quickly get this glue to work.